Good afternoon, everyone. We're back on the docket for the afternoon. I am going to be handling the first appearance cases first. Those of you who are represented by attorneys, either from the public defender's office or if you're a private attorney, when you come up, you'll let me know. If your attorney's not here, then we can discuss that at the time that you're called. Today is not your trial. It is just the time that I'm going to tell you what charges are pending against you, and then we'll discuss release conditions. So when you come up, you don't want to talk about your case because everything that is said is being recorded on the record today. So I am going to start this afternoon with Leslie Davila. She's at, oh, she's
She's here,
there.
Jimmy.
Ms. Davila, good afternoon. You're before the court today for one count of prostitution, and the court finds probable cause. Do the parties wish to be heard as to her bond? It's $300, and I'm inclined to leave it there.
Judge, and speaking, Ms. Davila, there's more to this case. Ms. Davila, I'm going to be asking for a photo order. She was injured. It wouldn't be a good idea at this time to resolve this case. I think there's other pending issues that Davila can pursue. I'm going to be asking the court to consider an ROR on her behalf.
That's going to be denied. It's $300, and I will sign the order.
Judge, in that case, I'm going to be asking for the court to consider releasing her on pretrial release. This is a misdemeanor offense, Judge. My understanding, she has very limited contact with the criminal justice system. She's been residing in Florida her whole entire life. Judge, right now, she really doesn't have anyone right now who she can contact to help post her bond. I don't want her sitting here in custody on a non-violent offense, in which, considering she
All right, Mr.
really
Romero,
doesn't have a record.
It's standard pretrial.
Thank you.
Hold on just a moment, because, yes, what?
She currently has a pending FDA out of Highland County, which is Sebring, Florida, for failure to appear on a traffic-related offense. And they'll pick a pony in that area.
It's a traffic ticket, my understanding, Judge.
And that warrant was issued on 10/22/2018.
Is there a warrant is it for a pickup?
It's a failure to appear, and it says a warrant, she'll be taking it within that area. They're not willing to extradite, but if she's picked up in that area, then.
All right, so she's on standard pretrial release. Good luck, ma'am.
Thank you.
Lindsay Kitchen.
She's a medical reset, Judge.
Chastity Broadus.
Miss Brothers is here present, Judge. Come on up, ma'am.
Ms. Broadus, you're before the court today for robbery with a weapon and grand theft. And the court does find probable cause. Does the parties wish to be heard as to bond?
Your Honor, I'm going to be seeking a $15,000 bond on count 1, first-degree felony, noting the level of violence alleged in the robbery, and also noting the strength of the evidence.
Judge, Miss Broadus is not working. Right now she's going to school. She goes to Henry D. Perry High School. She's a senior. She has a 2.9 GPA. She's scheduled to take the SAT March 6th. She's been doing ROTC for the past 3 years, and she wants to be admitted into Florida International University. As I said, she's 8 years old, been here her whole entire life. She is a foster child, but she does contact with her grandmother. Her grandmother, from what she said, is a person that would be willing to post a monetary bond, but from what Ms. Broadus advised me, her grandmother's retired, so she's not going to be able to afford what the state is suggesting. Judge, now I do understand these are serious allegations. So what I'm gonna propose to the court is to set a $1,000 bond on count one, along with a level 2, pretrial release on her behalf.
All right, the court does find probable cause, and these certain circumstances surrounding this incident, the information provided in the probable cause affidavit is, I have concern for the community. And I am going to set a bond on count one at $5,000, and count two, it's going to be $1,000, and it's going to be a level 2 GPS. Good luck, ma'am.
Your Honor, I forgot to ask.
No, no contact with, do we have the name of the victim?
It's Danon Sagi, best I can pronounce it.
Okay. No contact with the victim in this case. Good luck.
Oh, Judge, can we have a phone order for Ms. Broadus?
Certainly.
Thank you.
Davi Kondratyuk?
I believe North Broward?
Is there a Davi Kondratyuk at North Broward?
Level 3 set.
Okay.
Judge, before we proceed, if on the last page, on page 12, the last gentleman, Bill Alcius, I believe he had this morning, so I don't know if it was a mistake. Bring him here again this afternoon, and I just didn't want him waiting till the end of the docket if it was a mistake.
I don't know. I don't know why it was brought back.
You needed the file.
No, that's the problem.
Right. He was already magistrated this morning. Thank you, Mr.
So it was a
Moore.
mistake?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll let the deputies know.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
This is magistrate court, you come back.
Henry Flores?
Well, they have you supposed to come tomorrow, they have, it's today. but
Mr. Flores is approaching, Judge, and Maine.
On this posting. Mr. Flores, good afternoon. You're before the court today for one count of DUI, alcohol or drugs, second offense. DUI with a balance greater than .15, displaying altered permit. The court does find probable cause, Mr. Flores, and I'm told that your bond has been posted, sir. Good luck.
Good luck. Hmm?
Eric Redmond.
Mr. Approaching, come on up, sir.
Mr. Redmond, you're before the court for resisting officer without violence and trespassing on a structure or conveyance, and the court does find probable cause. What does Mr. Redmond wish to do?
Judge, and speaking of Mr. Redmond, he wishes to resolve this matter today.
Does the state have an offer for Mr. Redmond?
Time served.
All right, Mr. Redmond, if you want to resolve your case, it's adjudication, time served. Is that what you want to do, sir?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
All right, please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth?
Yes, ma'am.
You can put your hand down, sir. Do you understand what's going on here today?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you need more time to speak with your attorney?
No, ma'am.
Is anyone forcing you to resolve your case?
No, ma'am.
Are you under the influence of alcohol or drugs?
No, ma'am.
Do you understand that you have a right to go to trial, that by taking a plea today, you're giving up that right?
Yes, ma'am.
And do you understand that if you're not a U.S. citizen, that by taking a plea, it could subject you to deportation or immigration?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, what plea do you wish to enter, sir?
No contest.
I accept your no contest plea, find that it's freely and voluntarily given. Your sentence serves adjudication and time served. I'll give you 6 months to pay your court costs. Good luck.
Good luck, sir.
Razi Duhaney.
Bonded.
Everybody needs to get well. Somebody's sick. Robert Merchant.
He bonded as well, Judge.
You take medication for anything? Ever been diagnosed with a mental problem? Or is that suicide?
Thomas Dursey.
He bonded. Well, Judge.
Alvin Darden.
He's approaching Judge Municipal Order.
Mr. Darden, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Sir, you're before the court today on 2 municipal ordinance matters
Joshua Birch.
for panhandling.
Yes,
I
ma'am.
do find probable cause. What do you wish to do, Mr. Darden?
I'd like to solve this case today.
All right.
Kennedy. Mr. Playman.
Mr. Darden, if you want to resolve your case, it'll be adjudication and time served. Is that what you want to do?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth?
Yes, ma'am.
You can put your hand down.
Yes, ma'am.
Do you understand the proceedings that you're in today?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you need more time to speak with an attorney?
No, ma'am.
Is anyone forcing you to resolve your case today?
No, ma'am.
Are you under the influence of alcohol or drugs?
No, ma'am.
Have you ever been treated for a mental or emotional illness?
No, ma'am.
And do you understand that you have the right to go to trial? That by taking a plea today, you're giving up that right?
Yes, ma'am. I'm giving up the right.
And do you understand that if you're not a U.S. citizen, that by taking a plea, it could subject you to deportation or immigration changes?
Yes, ma'am.
All right.
I understand.
What plea do you wish to enter, Mr. Darden?
I don't understand.
Do you want to enter a guilty plea or a no contest plea?
No contest.
All right, sir, I accept your no contest plea. I find that it's freely and voluntarily given. I sentence you to adjudication and time served. I'll give you 6 months to pay your court costs, sir. Good luck.
Thank you.
Private or public? Sign for the access. Ms. J, on page 9. Sign for the access. Mr.
All right, we can handle
Kennedy.
Cortland Henry.
Yes, Your Honor.
I'm not your honor. Have a seat first, sir.
Oh, there's a private attorney, sir.
Thank you. I just didn't want to leave it here this morning because
Thank you. Good
Good
afternoon, Judge Robert Bushell on behalf of Cortland Henry.
have you both agreed on anything?
Judge, Mr. Henry is not going to be a witness, so at this point, the state will be extending no further offers of any sort to Mr. Henry.
Here, anyway.
Okay. No, I just meant us to, or release, okay. I had the opportunity to read the affidavit, and I do find probable cause. Mr. Henry, you're before the court today for 2 counts of premeditated murder and 2 counts of accessory after the fact of first-degree felony.
Private attorney or public defender?
And so I do find probable cause, and
They're simple, really simple questions.
I further find a proof evident
Sign for the access. This is
presumption
simple.
great. It's a preliminary finding without prejudice.
Come on, sir, let's go.
So Mr. Henry will be held no bond on these counts.
And Your Honor, the state which has no contact with the co-defendant, Jamel Demons, as well, to be ordered for Mr. Henry.
Did you hear that, Mr. Henry?
Nah, y'all breaking up, ma'am.
No contact with the co-defendant in this case, Jamel Demons.
I mean, recognizing he's in jail, and so is Mr. Demons. Okay,
All right, thank you.
thank you. I'll see you soon.
Circle the nose.
Well, Ms. Bradley, you need your affidavit? Oh, it can? Okay.
Does that look like .23 kilograms?
Bradley on behalf of the state.
She did, it's just, well, we don't have the, well, oh, here we go.
Kilograms,
Jamar Bynum,
which makes it a trafficking.
He bonded, Judge.
Sign for address city.
Which makes it 230. It could be milligrams. 0.23 milligrams.
there's a co-defendant, but he was in this morning, so,
And they just filing these? It's just gonna be filed?
yes, yes. Jose Asensio,
He bonded, Judge.
Do you happen to have an arrest number?
no, he was on the, no,
If not, I can just pull the docket, don't worry.
he was on the he was on the docket this morning. Leonardo Figliola,
He's here, President Maine.
the one I just called, Asensio, bonded. And Leonardo Figliola. Is that correct?
It's correct.
All right, sir, you're before the court this afternoon for bringing cocaine into the state. The court does find probable cause. What,
Judge, Mr. Figliola was, I believe, a stopover here in Florida. He's from Italy. He was returning to Italy. He basically exhausted all of his funds. He believes he may have on his debit card a total of $100. Well, he actually said 100 euros, which I believe is $126 for the exchange. But nobody knows he's here. There's nobody that can post his bond. So the only thing we're asking for, Judge, is a bond reduction from $3,500 to $100.
Your Honor, and granted, some of this is difficult to read, but the best I can make it out, if you look at the last sentence, and I can't see it being any other amount, it does appear to be 0.23 kilograms. 0.23 kilograms is 230 grams, which would be a trafficking amount. While he wasn't charged with that, I think that's something the court should take into consideration, that he could possibly, if it is in fact 230 grams of cocaine, that he could be facing a 3-year minimum mandatory sentence, and quite obviously, he has no ties to the area. I'm going to be asking for at this point, a $10,000 bond.
Quite frankly, Judge, I don't know why this officer doesn't go out and buy a typewriter.
I was just going to say, it's just always a test of my eyes, but,
But I don't know, I mean, I understand where Mr. Lender's coming from, but I can't really tell what that scribble looks like, I mean, or what it means. It could be 0.23 vegetables, it's for shorting for vegetables, for all I can tell. I don't see a K. I don't know. Anyway, based on this, I don't think we can make a determination as to what the weight of this might have been.
I am reading it as 0.23 kgs, what it looks like. I am finding probable cause, and I'm gonna leave the bond at $3,500. Good luck, sir. Christian Bowie?
Mr. Bowie is here, present at Maine, approaching, Judge.
Good afternoon, Your Honor.
Good afternoon, Mr. Bowie. You're before the court today for one count of making false report of a commission of a crime, 2, misuse of a 911 system, 3, reckless driving, first offense, 4, driving while license suspended, third or subsequent offense, 5, fleeing attempt to elude law enforcement, and 6, disobeying a stop sign and 7 improper right turn. Both 6 and 7 are not for magistrate, they're traffic infractions. And I do find probable cause as to the other counts. Do the parties wish to be heard as to bond?
No, Judge.
All right. Then I'm gonna leave the bonds in place at 100, 100, 100, 750, and 1,000. Good luck, sir. Javier De Castro.
Mr. DeCastro is here present, Judge.
Mr. De Castro, you're before the court for possession of cannabis 20 grams or less. 2, possession of drug paraphernalia, and 3, tampering with or fabricating, physical evidence. I do find probable cause.
Judge, if the state can verify this, I believe Mr. DeCastro has basically a clean record. He's been here his whole entire life. He's 31 years old. Graduated from Hialeah Senior High School. He works at a restaurant called Bogart's, where he's a line cook. He lives in Hollywood. Judge, I'm going to be asking for outright ROR on Mr. DeCastro's behalf if the state can confirm he has a clean record.
Yeah, I don't see any priors, I don't have an objection.
All right, then, Mr. De Castro, you'll be released ROR. Good luck, sir.
Thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome. Joshua Kisoon.
Mr. Kisoon is here at me. Come on up, sir.
Mr. Kisoon. Hi,
How are you?
I'm well. You're before the court for driving while license suspended, habitual. And I find probable cause.
Nothing to add from the defense, Judge.
Mr. Kisoon, your bond will be $750. Good luck, sir. Kenny McNabb.
He's coming, Judge. He's here.
Mr. McNabb, you're before the court for 1 count of driving while license suspended, 3rd or subsequent offense, and 2, operating vehicle in an unsafe manner. The 2nd count is not for magistrate. I do find probable cause. Your bond on count 1 is $750, sir. Good luck.
Judge, he's asking, he's homeless, he has no employment, he's indigent, he's asking to be released on standard pretrial release.
All right, granted. Standard pretrial release. Good luck, sir. Stephen Stamper.
Bonded, Judge.
Joshua Birch.
North Broward, I believe.
Okay. Mr. Birch, you're before the court this afternoon for 1 count of robbery with a weapon, 2, grand theft, and 3, operating without a valid driver's license. The court does find probable cause. The parties wish to be heard as to bond.
Yes, Your Honor. You had set the co-defendant, Ms. Broadus's bond at $5,000 on count 1.
Yes.
I would ask the court to set the same bond for Mr. Birch. He indicated he can make that bond.
I believe you also did a GPS, no victim contact for
Fine.
his
I
co-arrestee.
did.
Just to advise the court, Mr. Birch is also out right now in a pending aggravated assault with a deadly weapon in a domestic violence case before Judge Allspector.
Okay, I do find probable cause as to count 1, the bond will be $5,000. Count 2, $1,000, and count 3 is $25. I'm also adding GPS and no contact with the victim in this case, sir. Do you understand?
You done with him, Your Honor?
Yes, I thought
Okay.
there was going to be something else. Okay,
Okay.
Thank you. Christopher Kennedy. Is that Maine?
Judge, he's on Maine. Judge, if we could put him on brief recall.
All
We're
right,
trying right now to get in touch with his attorney, that is why.
all right. Ryan Flavin.
He's here. Come on up, sir, Mr. Flavin.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon, sir. Mr. Flavin, you're before the court today for one count of aggravated battery causing bodily harm. And the court does find probable cause. What do the parties wish to say as to bond?
Your Honor, based on the level of violence, I'm requesting a $7,500 bond, no victim contact.
One moment, Judge. Judge, at this time, speaking to Mr. Flavin, he's telling me that that's reasonable, so nothing to add from the defense. We're only gonna ask if the court can sign a property order, so I believe he can get numbers from his property, contact his friends and family, Judge.
All right, I will sign that order. I find probable cause and the bond is $7,500. Good luck, sir. Yes, ma'am. All right, we have a hearing docket.
Judge, actually, I'm ready to proceed on Mr. Christopher Kennedy. We found out the name of his attorney. My colleague had to contact his friend that hired the attorney for him, and I believe the attorney, Stephen Bell is his attorney, Bell, and we actually have the phone number for Mr. Bell. It's 954 554 5269.
This is Stephen Bell.
Mr. Bell, good afternoon. This is Judge Jackie Powell, and I'm calling from First Appearance Court. You're on speaker in open court, sir.
Judge Powell, how are you? Thank you for calling me.
I am well. Sir, you have, there's Christopher Kennedy before the court this afternoon, and he says that he's represented by you. And so we're
Yes.
calling, all right.
So he is represented by me. And I'm kind of surprised he got brought to first appearance because I guess maybe the Broward Sheriff's Office didn't realize this, but his bond has already been posted with the Sheriff's Office. It was a $14,000 bond, and that was posted probably 3 or more hours ago.
All right, we're checking right now.
So I'm surprised he's still there. I can look at my phone, Your Honor, and tell you the timing. Do you want me to do that real quick?
No, that's okay. Confinement status is gonna check.
Okay, great. Thanks for calling me. I appreciate it, Judge.
No problem.
Congrats, by the way.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So, I got the message from my bondsman at 10:15 this morning. Well, 10:14 a.m. is when I got the message from my bondsman that it was posted. So I'm assuming it was sometime either right then or before.
Okay. Okay. All right, Mr. Bell, it's been confirmed that his bond was posted, so,
Excellent.
thank you very much. And, Mr. Kennedy, I guess as soon as, will be out soon, okay?
Thank you, Your Honor.
Great. I appreciate the courtesy of calling me. Thank you.
No
Sorry, I
problem.
didn't realize that he was, still on that docket. Otherwise, I would have been there. So I apologize for that.
No problem, thank you. Good luck, sir.
Okay. You take care.
You
Bye.
too. Mr.
Thank you, Your
Kennedy,
Honor.
good luck, sir. Yes.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, we can go to the hearing docket then. Thomas Forrest?
Conti, Your Honor.
Conti.
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Forrest was arrested on January 12th, and he's here for a 30-day motion for ROR.
Yes, Your Honor, Steve has not yet filed an information on this charge. He is entitled to an ROR.
All right, Mr. Forrest, the information has not been filed as of yet in this case. So I will sign the order ROR to ROR you, and you need to pay attention to your mail to see if, it doesn't mean that they can't file the charges. It just means that it hasn't been filed within the time and you're in custody, so you're entitled to a release. So you've got to watch your mail and make sure if you get a notice to come back to court, that you know to come back to court. Okay, sir?
Okay, thank you.
All right, good luck.
Your Honor,
Yes,
from this morning, Jeremiah Johnson.
yes.
You reset the afternoon. He still did not want to come.
All right. Mr. Reedy, does the Public Defender's Office represent Mr. Johnson? I don't remember what you said. I don't understand, but, I'll find probable cause and, I'm sorry?
Do we have a date of birth on him?
It's,
Okay,
The public defender is representing him on his other cases.
yeah,
I imagine if they haven't been appointed on these, they will be.
yeah.
these are add charges.
Yes.
So do you waive his appearance, Mr. Reedy? I'll find probable cause and leave the bonds in place since he's in on other,
It's got no bond VOP holds.
Right, he's got no bond holes anyway.
all right, thank you. Thank you, Deputy. Maine's Bonnet,
He's a medical
Yeah,
reset
he was a
judge.
medical research board.
which one? No, he's magistrated. And Devin Cox,
He's here, present, Judge Jermaine.
all right, Mr. Cox was,
This is a second.
arrested on February 10th. It's a second look.
Yes, it's a second look, Your Honor. He appeared before the court Monday, February 11th for battery on a law enforcement officer resisting with violence and resisting without violence. The court set a $2,500 bond on the Bat Leo, a $1,000 bond on the resisting with violence. Your Honor, I can advise the court, if you weren't advised on Monday, the allegation is he punched Officer Morrow in the face. He broke his nose. As an officer of the court, I can advise, I wasn't here on Monday. Detective Morrow actually texted me, and I could show to the court as an officer of the court just how badly damaged his nose was as a result of this action. He sent me a photo of his face, and it's very obvious that his nose was badly broken. Additionally, reviewing the probable cause affidavit in the booking, it shows an address in Cleveland, Georgia. It shows no local address, Your Honor, so I believe he doesn't have adequate ties to the community. Based on the level of violence and injury that the arresting officer suffered, I'd be requesting the court take no action at this time.
Judge, Mr. Cox's financial situation has not changed. He can't afford any sort of monetary bond, and the court was apprised of the facts of the case on Monday. But, so, at this time, nobody can afford to post a monetary bond for Mr. Cox.
All right, At this time, I'm not gonna make any changes. The bonds will remain in place. Good luck, sir. Reset. Yes. All right, I believe that is it for our afternoon. Thanks again, everyone.
Very good, thank you, Judge. We will see you tomorrow. Have a happy Valentine's Day, everyone.
Thanks.